Welcome here today to this very poignant setting. This building is a National Historic Landmark. And this building is particularly poignant for me personally and for the city of Pittsburgh, because this building, this very spot, was the last stop for my grandfather Paul on his long journey from Castro di Volci, Italy, by way of Ellis Island. My other grandfather, George, was an engineer in the Pennsylvania Railroad that was headquartered in this very building. And my father started his long journey in 1944 to the South Pacific during World War II. This building is also very poignant in that it was a crossroads for the country when it was constructed at the beginning of the 20th century. This was the gateway to the Middle West United States. At the time that this building was constructed in 1900, Pittsburgh was a leader in global commerce. It had one of the highest concentrations of wealth in the entire world. Today, it's a crossroads again, but yet under very different circumstances. In the last quarter century, we've witnessed a steady economic decline. We've seen our population contract and gray as young people have left for places like Charlotte and Atlanta. We feel less safe in a city that once prided itself on being a very safe city. Our growing cultural and economic divide threatens our neighborhoods and our very city. And looming ahead is a financial crisis the likes of which this city has never known. Incredibly, every man, woman, and child in this city shoulders a burden of nearly $10,000 of debt and liabilities. Time is no longer on our side. Decades of delays and avoidance have compounded our problems. Our city leaders have tried everything to avoid confronting this reality. They've refinanced and mortgaged every asset we have. They've shirked maintenance and custodial responsibilities. When faced with fourth down and inches, we've punted every time, and the clock has run out. My friends, Pittsburgh will never be the city of our fathers and grandfathers, nor should we believe that the economic and social conditions of that past can in any way be patterns for our future. Rather, we must draw inspiration from our past and create a new Pittsburgh, just like generations have done in this city time and time again. Create a new vision for a city, frankly, that would exceed the expectations of my grandfathers. A city of vision and progress once again. Our new journey begins here with a choice we make here and now, a choice that we make here and now today. We cannot hope to achieve the great heights until we choose a new direction. At this crossroads, we can blindly continue down the path we charted decades ago or embrace a new and different course. I believe we no longer have the option of staying on the well-traveled path, for it has become a road to ruin. I believe the progress Pittsburgh deserves can only be achieved and found when we confront its challenges now, charting a new and different course. I'm here today to tell you that we can and we will do better. My parents, Beverly and Paul, raised me not to talk about myself, but to let my actions and my character speak for me. This was a lesson reinforced by my former boss, Senator John Hines. Senator Hines showed me that selflessness, not self-promotion, was at the heart of public service and leadership. I'm a doer. As many of my friends and colleagues in this audience here today will tell you, when I see a change, I will seek to change it, and I'm not shying about asking for your help either. I co-founded Citizens for Democratic Reform to consolidate the outdated county row offices. In business, when I see an opportunity, I will find a market, raise the money, build the team. I welcome every challenge. Our opponents will say that there is risk in change, and they're absolutely right. But there is far greater risk in the status quo, in doing nothing. There is a way ahead for a new Pittsburgh. Every city government makes a contract with the people that live in that city. We give our commitment, our wealth, and our confidence, and we expect things in return. We give our commitment when we volunteer, when we join a neighborhood watch group, or we just help a neighbor. We give our wealth when we give our taxes, or we invest or start a new business in that city. And we give our confidence when we vote elected officials in to have them make decisions on our behalf. This is what we give a city government, and we expect and deserve things in return. We deserve a thriving economy, a safe community, fiscal responsibility, and quality infrastructure. These are the things by which you grade a city, not small promises. These are the things by which you judge the performance of your city, and these alone. Sadly, we've failed on all counts. We are not a thriving economy. This region has not created a net new private sector jobs in 7 years. We are not a safe community. I've been in this community for 10 years. I've been in all parts of the city. People feel less safe now. Fiscal responsibility, we are a financial disaster. The city is a financial basket case. We have billions of dollars in debt and liabilities. We are now a ward of the state of Pennsylvania. 35 years ago, the city fathers created the City Home Rule Charter. It was an effort to take control of our fate and not be a ward of the state. Sadly, today, we have less control over our fate as a city than we did the day before they signed the Home Rule Charter 35 years ago. Quality infrastructure. We have one of the most naturally beautiful cities in the world.